Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Quezon City Supreme Student Council as the official student union and the highest policy-making student body of PUP Quezon City branch, as proof of its pledge to serve the PUPQC studentry in an honest, committed, and data-driven manner while advancing its main advocacy to heighten the socio-political consciousness of its constituents. The Supreme Student Council is now humbled to present its accomplishment report for the academic year 2021 to 2022. The service of PUPQC Supreme Student Council officially started after the oath-taking ceremony held last November 4, 2021, together with the rest of student leaders from all academic and non-academic student organizations of PUP Quezon City. This momentous program was administered by Director Edgardo Dalmo and witnessed by all student organizations' advisors. A week after, the SSC conducted several virtual strategic planning with the team, the Leaders Digest, Positive Leadership amidst the pandemic. This 3-day program served as an avenue to empower student leaders, engage and learn good points related to leaders' overall needs and welfare as they continue to lead during the pandemic. Also during this period, the SSC highlighted its general and specific plan of actions for the academic year 2021 to 2022 and reiterated the main advocacy that it has.
In the same month, the SSC conducted an online forum for the local commemoration of National Students' Day 2021 with the theme Estudyanteka Muna, Sama-samang Makialam at Makiisa. This initiative served as an open forum and online forum about the current and salient issues in the education sector that greatly affect the students who are the major stakeholders of education. The topics includes student rights and demands, Safe School Reopening Bill, Roadmap to Safe Resumption of Face-to-Face Classes, and 10K Student Aid Initiative.
The Supreme Student Council also engaged during the National Human Rights Consciousness Week 2021 by having an educational discussion that aims to promote the importance of standing for justice and human rights. Relevant contests in line with the program theme Reducing Inequalities, Advancing Human Rights were also conducted for the PUPQC students. Further, while almost everyone was having their season break last December 2021, the SSC, with the help of other student organizations, initiated the PUPQC donation drive #ODETPH Upland Tulong Isko at Iska for the 5 identified PUPQC students who are directly affected by Typhoon Odette. The donation drive successfully achieved its purpose as the total monetary donation amounting to 7,150 pesos was equally divided and sent out to the intended beneficiaries. Moving forward, as we face the new year of 2022, a sudden surge of COVID-19 cases was reported. With this, the SSC immediately launched a health assessment form, or known as HAF, in order to check the health status of the principal stakeholders of PUP Quezon City. Based on the results, the SSC immediately crafted a demand letter to the PUPQC admin requesting a week-long academic or health break. The PUPQC admin had a dialogue with the SSC president regarding this matter and favorably granted the request of the students. The demand was also backed by the OVPAA Memorandum Order No. 1, Series of 2022, which suspends all synchronous and asynchronous activities for more than a week. Aside from this, the SSC, in collaboration with other PUPQC student organizations, conducted a relevant COVID-19 and vaccine education drive with the theme Slashing Infodemic, the Truth Behind Variants and Vaccines. This 3-day program aims to propagate COVID-19 and vaccine awareness among the students and other people inside and outside the university as the cases of COVID-19 continues to increase at the beginning of the year 2022, and with the sole purpose to debunk the misconception and disinformation regarding these crucial matters. In the first half of February 2022, the Supreme Student Council, in partnership with the community of human resource students, managed the execution of a love discussion and confession in Pupqc with the theme Location Unknown, a night with DJs Ska. This program aims to educate the student body regarding the different love languages and create a venue for the love confessions, stories, and open love messages for the students.
In the second half of the month, the SSC conducted an educational discussion series with the theme Mulat, Cultivating Socio-Political Consciousness Through Critical Lenses, as part of the crucial response to put forward the major advocacy of SSC, that is to heighten the socio-political consciousness of the student body. This 3-day educational discussion series tackled the neoliberal education amidst pandemic, anatomy of Philippine politics, and the contextualization of youth's role in the EDSA People Power Revolution to commemorate the 36th anniversary of EDSA. To further emphasize the theme of Mulat Educational Discussion Series, the SSC also called for Best Mulat Art in line with the celebration of National Arts Month 2022. The winning masterpiece won 500 pesos cash prize.
In the following month, the SSC exerted an effort to have a voter education and civic engagement program in PUP Quezon City with the theme Be Botante, Seek and Speak Truthful Information Towards Becoming Better Voters. In preparation for the 2022 national and local elections, this program primarily aims to heighten the socio-political consciousness among the youth and students, and particularly foster critical thinking on the fundamental principles of democratic rights and electoral processes. On day 1, the SSC managed to have Kabataan Representative-elect Raul Manuel, Attorney Ona Caritos, care of Attorney Antoinette Eduardo from Lente, Philippines, and 2 SK chairpersons from Barangay Commonwealths and Payatas respectively as reactors in the program. On the second day, the SSC had Presidential Forum with Roberto Gonzalez, Ernie Abella, and Calio de Guzman, care of Sonny Melencio. On the third day, the SSC conducted a senatorial forum with Carl Barita, Samira Gutok, Teddy Bagwilat, David D'Angelo, and Elmer Labo. This voter education and civic engagement program was also featured on mainstream media, particularly in CNN and GMA News. As part of being data-driven, the SSC also released informative publicity materials that contain the education, political work experiences, plans, advocacies, and platform of all presidential, vice presidential, and senatorial candidates 2022. A localized mock poll followed after this crucial event. Considering the results of #PUPili, Pupqc final mock poll for 2022 national elections, and thorough deliberation of candidates' profile and their stances on social issues through the COMELEC-sponsored debates, interviews, and Pupqc Be Botante voters education and civic engagement programs, Presidential and Senatorial Forum, the Pupqc Supreme Student Council endorsed progressive candidates who will push pro-students and pro-people programs towards genuine development in our country by virtue of Resolution Number 1, Series of 2022. Moving forward, the Supreme Student Council and the official student publication of Pupqc, Vox Nova, spearheaded the first ever student-initiated virtual research conference in Pupqc with the theme Project Create, Cultivating a Culture of Research Engagement Among Students Toward Data-Driven Academic Endeavors. This initiative serves as a platform where students of PUP Quezon City can learn from both local and international keynote speakers during the planetary session on day 1, while chosen student authors were given a privilege to present their research papers in the field of education and business on day 2. Together with the rest of the Pupqc student organizations, this program was held successfully. Almost 2 weeks after Project Create, the SSC and other student organizations organized a medical health webinar in partnership with the Pupqc Medical Services Department. This program, with the theme Metabolic Associated Fatty Liver Disease, Hey Atay, Are You Okay?, aims to promote awareness about fatty liver disease. This also aims to inform the participants on how one's lifestyle can contribute to developing this liver disease, as well as the mitigation and prevention for this. Further, the SSC launched a 3-day in-house leadership training and capacity building program with the team Building Foundational Leadership Inside Out as its flagship program, together with the Council of Leaders and other student organizations in Pupqc Quezon City, in order to ensure that the next set of student leaders can establish and manage effective processes in an organization. The participants learn from the experience and insights of the incumbent student leaders coming from different student organizations. For the last virtual program of the Supreme Student Council, the simple yet momentous celebration of Pupqc 24th founding anniversary was conducted in collaboration with the rest of student organizations in Pupqc Quezon City. Activities done include Tagisan ng Talino, Pupqc edition, on-the-spot essay writing contest, Pupqc Family Feud, photo manipulation contest, and Valorant tournament. The culminating and awarding session was conducted on the last day of the celebration. At last, to give appreciation to all classroom and student organization officers for the academic year 2021 to 2022 in Pupqc Quezon City, the Supreme Student Council and Council of Leaders conducted the first ever CWIL Virtual Recognition Night with the theme CWIL Thrives, continuing the legacy of servant leadership, excellence and beyond, last October 6, 2022. Both SSC and CWIL believe that it really takes a huge effort to become a student leader amidst the pandemic, despite being required by loads of academic requirements and demanded by lots of home responsibilities. Some students decided to add extra spice to their college life by becoming selfless to serve others, which in turn must be properly acknowledged. On top of these advocacy-anchored programs and initiatives, the SSC serves as a partner not just to students but also to the Pupqc admin, particularly in assisting and supporting them in various programs including first year and transfers orientation program, live streaming of international webinar, gender and development related program, research related forum, and even the dissemination of health related advisories. The Supreme Student Council also secured genuine student representation at all levels, including in the Pupqc admin assessment and strategic planning, particularly in student organization reporting of accomplishments. The SSC also represented the Pupqc student body in all congress and meetings of Alyansa ng Nagkakaisang Konseho, or known as ANAC-PUP, PUP system-wide consultation, Quezon City Youth Development Office conferences, roundtable discussion, and press conferences, among other student leaders outside PUP Quezon City. Aside from this, the Supreme Student Council genuinely served to be at the forefront in upholding the best interest of its constituents as well as in protecting their democratic rights and welfare. The Supreme Student Council stands as one of those that campaign for 10K student cash incentives through Student Aid Network that will serve as a huge help for students grappling with the crisis of distance learning. The SSC also campaigned for genuine ligtas na balik eskwela, from the consolidation of student sentiments through sensing form and consultative undertakings to crafting of a localized LB roadmap and its brief discussion with the Pupqc admin, particularly Director Edgardo Delmo last December 2021, and in the Crisis Management Committee of Pupqc last February 2022, and from attending virtual consultation with Rise for Education, or known as R4E, PUP, to the Parliament of Districts. The Pupqc Supreme Student Council raised this call for its constituents. Good governance in the country has also been called for by the Supreme Student Council. From standing against the notorious NTF-ELCAC, SSC was one who filed complaints against Lorraine Badoy for tagging and spreading false information before the Office of the Ombudsman last March 2022. The SSC also stood its ground against tyranny and historical distortion and called for good governance through its official endorsement of the Lani Kiko Tandem, progressive senatorial candidates, and Kabataan party list in 2022 national elections. All throughout the academic year 2021 to 2022, the SSC became true to its mandate and managed to have the venues for hearing the ideas, criticisms, and sentiments of the students regarding the matter affecting them. This commitment has led to the launching of the SSC extension service known as the e-report, an online safe space for Pupqc student academic issues and concerns. The consolidated e-reports involving serious matters that cannot be handled by SSC were being escalated to Pupqc admin with full adherence to the Data Privacy Act of 2012. Moreover, as part of its pledge to be data-driven, the SSC assured that all major concerns of the Pupqc students were properly deliberated through various consultative undertakings, considering the voice of the students, so that all communication letters and position papers being forwarded to Pupqc admin are well backed by empirical data. In terms of information dissemination, relevant news, important announcements, advisories, and other publication materials for the commemoration of certain national events are being posted on the SSC Facebook page. In addition, the SSC tirelessly engaged with statement releases for various issues inside and outside the PUP Quezon City branch to be consistent with its advocacy of heightening the socio-political consciousness of the students. The SSC also worked with other student councils, organizations, and alliances outside PUP Quezon City that push for endeavors that promote students' rights and welfare. It has been a long and fruitful journey to serve the Pupqc student body. With that, the Supreme Student Council will be forever grateful to the Pupqc admin, faculty, students, and other people who supported and have been part of making this history.